Round of applause. Hold up, man. I gotta. How we doing today? It's Friday.
It's Friday. Don't feel like it.
You know, like Friday to you.
Fuck no, dog. I just started going back to work.
Nah, see, I left work early, so I mean, I'm feeling it. I feel good. I did a little shopping. You know, I should have been in the office. Felt a little good. Try to get my car. Try to get oil changed. They told me an hour and a half to 2 hours. I said, "Suck it, I'm out."
Man, if I can't spend 10 banners and live, it don't feel like a Friday.
That's what it is. Okay, hold on. I got something for you. This came on the whip. This may feel like it's Friday. I got something for you. I got something for you, man. We're gonna make it feel like Friday here real quick, man. Tell him, Rose.
See, man, that's how my week is going, dog. I don't even hear it. I don't even hear it. That's how the week is going. Hold on, let me sip some 1800 and see if I feel it.
Hold up, man.
Only got a little 1800 left. All my perk go. All my red balls.
The tempo. I'm sorry, man. That rose came in the whip. I felt that.
I didn't even hear it.
You ain't. Oh man. Technicalities. It's all right though. It was that rose, that hoe, that Freemason.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
I mean, that felt like Friday. I was like, okay. It came on the whip. I was driving home. I was like, okay, it's Friday.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck this shit, man. Like, if I can't do what I want to do, man, ain't no point in me even doing shit no more. I'm done with it.
That's how I feel.
I'm done with it, man. I'm not going out again, man. I promise you.
We'll see. We'll give it 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 weeks.
No, bro. If I could go out and I gotta go to work and I still gotta go to work, man, I'm not going out no more, man. Fuck this shit, dog.
Okay.
I'm tired of going out and then having to go to work. Like, what the fuck is the point of this shit?
Of going out? Oh, so you want to just go out and then just do nothing?
Yeah, I just want to go out and then do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm tired of going out and then having to come back to reality and do this shit again. Fuck that, bro. I'm not doing that shit no more.
I mean, it's supposed to be escapism. That's the thing.
Yeah, fuck reality, dog. See, that's some bullshit, bro. Like, I want to be free. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fucking heroin addict, dog. Like, I get a little shot of heroin, then I gotta go back to reality. Fuck that shit, dog.
Okay.
I want to be free. Fuck this shit.
I feel it. Well, you know, here we are. This episode, we on 26, 27, 26.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Double check. I think no, I don't feel right. It's like we are. Where we at? Yeah, 26. I'm incorrect. I'm not sure on my own pod. It's 26. Episode 26. We in there. Past a quarter of 100. Yeah. How you feeling? How was the week?
Man, it's all right, man. I went to Miami, came back from Miami, like, fuck everything and fuck everybody.
Okay.
That's how I feel, dog.
Okay. It's dark out here. It's dark.
That's how I feel, man. Like, fuck this shit, bro. Like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Let's see. My week was good though. You know, I know big complaints, something major. Everyone's good. Life is good. I'm in a conundrum. I got an adult conundrum.
What?
Right. So I gotta move some couches in this weekend, right?
Yeah.
But like I don't have, like I'm in the conundrum of I don't want to pay no one just to move some couches.
Right.
Like I'm not moving. I'm just getting some couches, right? But I also don't really have anyone I can just ask to help me move some couches.
All right.
So it's like, what do I like? I'm stuck.
I mean, how do you feel about moving couches?
How I feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with it. It's just I can't do it alone. Like it's just a physical limitation I have. It's like I need somebody else to move the couches.
I'm sure you can find somebody to help you move a fucking couch.
We'll see.
That hard. See, me, I just hate lifting shit. I don't like lifting heavy shit. So I just pay somebody to do it. I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not about to pay. But I also want to pay no one. They just move one thing. That's my problem.
No, just get on Craigslist, man. Just tell a nigga I got $25, man. Help me move this couch. It ain't that hard.
Fair enough.
Ride by Home Depot. Like, yo, help me move this couch. All right.
Might get one of these little kids in the neighborhood to help me do it. They try to charge me $60 to do my lawn. That I can give them $20 to move a couch.
Man, niggas try to hit you $60 to do your own. I mean, I guess that's
oh, this nigga just wanted to buy a pack, bro. I was like, you want 20 for the front, 20 for the back, and 20 for the hedges. Like, that ain't make no sense.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, oh, you trying to get some weed. That's all that is. Like, every time someone trying to hit you over the head for $20 on everything, they trying to buy some drugs.
That's a fact.
I was like, everything $20? Yeah, you should try to buy. That's all it is. You trying to buy a little pack. But yeah, man, let's not hold it too much longer. So I don't know if I get to brag because I didn't stand in my conviction, even though I felt this way. I didn't stand in it, so I can't brag. I can't
Right.
brag about what happened on Tuesday night. You know what I mean?
We talking about locks in them?
But yes, let's yeah.
Okay.
I put the little banner on for you.
Oh
The
yeah,
Verzuz,
yeah.
New York. This is the Mecca. They jipping you, New York. They jipping you.
Yo, Kiss is crazy, man.
He's like, yo, I should have did a J Kiss set. That's why I should have started this off with.
That's what you
Because
should have started with.
I've Versus J Kiss single handedly has turned Versus into something I did not foresee it being, right?
Yeah, like remember how I wish I was famous, dog. So this is I could shake. We could like do a clip of me saying this shit. I've been saying this shit for 30 fucking years. Kiss is the nigga that y'all be anytime answer me am I right, am I wrong? Anytime I say it, anytime niggas try to say like one of them niggas is nice, I'll be like, nah, that nigga's not fucking Jada Kiss. Why y'all acting like this nigga is crazy? I've been saying that for 20 years, and I just feel like, even though I picked Dipset, I just feel vindicated. So the world got to see what Kiss really is, though. Like, Kiss is fucking crazy. Like, the niggas y'all be thinking is nice, like all them Slaughterhouse niggas, that nigga Royce, all them niggas is like 100 levels below Kiss. Kiss is like the godfather of all of them niggas. Like Benny, the nigga y'all think Benny is, and all them niggas, Kiss is the head of that shit. That's what Jada Kiss is, and I'm glad the world got to see that.
I think what Jadakiss did was impeccable for a few reasons. Number one is Jadakiss has now Versus has now. I mean, I know streams will go up when people did Versus, like the artists would do them, they get a little check, and then their streams go up. So it's like a win-win, right?
Yep.
Jadakiss did something that had been done before to this moment. He elevated himself in the catalog of all time, just by performing his catalog.
Yeah.
Like I saw real talk. Jadakiss is the king of New York. I saw top 5, there like people not saying, and not of course he always had the right to be in that talk before, but something about the way he single-handedly demolished Dipset was like it just elevated him into a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah, like everybody knew the bars was there, but niggas didn't really know like just the performance was there, like the stage presence was there, like the aura is what it is, dog. Like,
yeah, like Kiss is an MC.
Yeah,
like Kiss is an MC.
Dog. Like Kiss probably could have beat Drake that night.
God, that was crazy. We was talking because I was trying to figure out why he didn't go like Fab that way.
I didn't even see him at Fab.
He smacked Fab around too, but like the performance that he had, I mean, of course, in a room with Fab, and there probably is a deeper relationship with him and Fab than it is with him and Cam and all them. But I think the stage being in the Garden with the crowd back just brought something out of them.
Yeah, they like filled the fucking Garden up.
Like that's crazy. So the fact that a Versus. Now, here's the thing, though. While we did get a classic hip-hop moment, this might mess up future bookings because now people are seeing this. Before Versus hadn't affected anyone's perception of the artist. Like, no one, they weren't really judged like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least not, like, past the producer ones, no one was really judging these, like, too hard. It just kind of became like, oh, yeah, celebration type thing.
Yeah.
But the way this was done, it's like a real battle. Like people are gonna look at the loser a certain way. Like Cameron got booed.
Yeah,
I don't know if people understand how crazy that is.
Man, Dipset look bad, dog. Like Dipset,
people are looking at Dipset differently. Like Dipset's legacy is not tarnished by no means, but it's being looked at differently.
Yeah, because them niggas don't really fuck with each other. Like them niggas, that shit looked like them. That was the first time them niggas performed in like 50 years.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, that was the one thing I thought about as they were like after like the first 5 minutes, I was like, all right, you can tell the locks have always kind of been steady. Like any falling out that may have been there, it never got to a certain level. Like we know Cam and Jimmy and Joel's have all individually and collectively had their own problems with one another at some point. Like we've seen that play out.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then even then, like it just
the niggas hate each other. I'm gonna give you a funny. Let me give you a funny story about that. All right, so Cam and Jim, right? They both tell a story about how BMF, they was beefing with BMF or whatever, and some champagne got thrown over the top of the railing, and then Jim went up there to go fight them niggas, right? They both tell that story, except here's the key part. In Cam's story, the champagne is coming down, and it's just getting on Jim's shoes and shit. He goes up there and starts a fight. In Jim's story, Cameron gets drenched in champagne. And then he goes up there and starts to fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, niggas don't like each other, man.
I mean, that's been evident since, I mean, I look back when Cam and 50 were beefing. And then I think 50 was performing, it might have been MSG, where he brought out Joel's and Jim. It was like, what? Like, no one knew there was a problem when that happened. It was real crazy when that happened. But
yeah, man. Some
yeah,
nigga
I mean,
shit, man.
Yeah, but oh my God. That was all right. Highlights at night. So what was your highlight of the battle?
Jadakiss taking Joel's bandana and throwing it on the ground.
That was a little nuts.
No, Jim falling off the stage. No.
See, well, I didn't see like that became a thing after. So I didn't see that like I didn't notice that during like the telecast or broadcast.
Kiss, all right, so Kiss doing Who Shot Ya, and then Kiss doing New York. Those are the two highlights.
Yeah. There was nothing. Yeah, Kiss before he got in New York, and like while the instrumentals queuing up, and he's just saying, "I'm outside. Y'all know where I'm at. I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Colorado." Like that is, you can't set up the song better than that.
Nah.
And it's crazy because they just did New York, that's wild. Dipset just did New York. Well, not New York, New York City.
Yeah. Well,
and like the place went up, but when Jadakiss started getting his ish, doing the whole little like promo, and then it got different.
Yeah.
And then other highlight for me was I liked and it almost felt like a setup when Joel said, "I don't think they like girls." Like he waited way too long to try to go in that bag.
Yeah.
Like they should have tried to like probably. I don't remember the sequence of the songs, but probably 15 minutes in, they probably should try to like, all right, let's hit them with the club lady records because this ain't it right now, right?
Yeah.
So by that point, they already was washed. So Joel's tried to flip it too late, and then by that point, it was like, okay, it's like they had it ready. Like
they did. Like that is a testament of having a good DJ. DJ is like the key ingredient of Verzuz. Because if you watch it, right, if Joel's never says, "I don't think they like girls," that set never gets run. Because fucking Kiss says, "Technique, run a flip with all the girl, run a flip with some of the lady records," and then the DJ goes in and then just starts cutting up all the lady records.
Right.
Like that happens on the spot. That's just having, you know what I'm saying? That's your off season. That's the off season reps in.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But
that's crazy. Joel bumped his fucking head.
Yeah, that was
that just makes it so much better. Joel's bumped his fucking head.
So you think the tour is gonna really happen now?
Yeah, it's all gonna happen. Cam mad, but whatever.
Oh, did you hear Sheik on Sway?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think that tour's not gonna finish, in my opinion.
Man, I don't think them niggas want it with the locks, man.
They don't. They didn't leave that alone.
I don't think them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like the boys, I don't know, man.
Is there a Verzuz? Just to wrap this up, I mean, it's not too much of a debate. I mean, we saw a landslide victory.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Is there a Verzuz you think that can replicate that energy? Like venue, artists, like the whole thing. Like because the MSG setting does add to the ambiance of the whole thing.
Yeah, if that's not in New York, it's not like that. I'll try to think. Who? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I can't think of anybody that's like that. because you gotta be cut from that cloth to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some niggas, like I would like to see Wayne do one, but Wayne is too Wayne be high out his mind, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
He's
You
not
know
going.
what I'm
The aggression levels ain't. Yeah.
Like the aggression level is not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know who you could get. You have to get two niggas. You have to get like Cam and Mace or something. But them too hard. Like them niggas too cool, man.
I think at this point it's really gonna be like I think Kiss is kind of like the Thanos of this thing. I think like he might have to come back and run one with like 50 or something. Like that's the only type of energy you can. It's gonna have to be something.
Yeah,
like you said.
Kiss at 50 would be good.
Like that's the only one. That's the only one you can really. It's like, all right, Kiss is the verse. Like he's somehow become the fact. I guess because he's only been the only person to do two of them.
Yeah.
Like he's now like the versus guy. Like, all right, if you're in that ilk of like New York street, you gotta see Kiss in the verses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the only way it can really go is him and 50.
Yeah.
Not a G Unit though, because I mean they hate each other. It'd be the same thing. It would be Dipset all over again, but like just funnier because 50 Cent probably hold it down a little more because he might diss Buck with Jada. You know what I mean?
That nigga might play piggy bank. He gonna play piggy bank.
So I mean, but then Kiss will play checkmate. So
yeah,
then it's like
shit's gonna be lit. And they got diss records look at each other like, yeah, let's see Kiss at 50. No, what needs to happen, RBE needs to come up with that 100 bands, dog, and let Kiss kill one of these niggas. That's what needs to happen.
Oh,
the price just went up.
Yeah,
Kiss. I want to see Kiss now. Give Kiss 100 bands, man. Let him kill one of these niggas.
Oh yeah.
Set up that Kiss and Cassidy.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Kiss and
Cassidy. That's what we need to see.
It'll be funny. It'll be funny, but Kiss is more active than Cassidy. Like way more active.
Cassidy just had 2 battles.
Yeah, but I'm saying skill. Like I think I have enough respect for Kiss's lyrical. Like even though he's never done a battle in that setting, even though Cassidy has the experience level a little bit on him, like I still think bar wise it's not gonna be good. Like Cassidy's bars really don't be that great.
All right, Kiss and Rex or somebody. Yeah, Kiss somebody. Nah, Kiss and Rex would be too buddy. That's why you need Cassidy, because Cassidy gonna talk shit. That's why you need Cass. Because everybody else gonna be like, oh, this is the big homie. I love him. It's such a great opportunity for me. Blah blah blah. Cass is gonna be like, fuck that. That's why you need Cass.
That's true.
He'll bring the best out of Kiss. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need. We need Kiss, Cassidy, small room, RBE. Make that happen.
Hit up ARP.
Yeah, hit up ARP. You in Atlanta, call that nigga up, man. Tell him put it together.
Well, let's move on to our next topic real quick. I play a little bit of it. So we'll let them talk.
I went up to him. I was by myself. I was with my man Bradley. He was with one other guy. It was just 2-on-2. I said, yo, and yo, what's up? He already went on the NS. He wanted to fight me, all type of shit. I said, yo, let's go over here and talk. He said, for what? Ain't nothing to talk about. You're right. Let's go over here and talk. Right now, let's just leave it like that. He said, yo, he said this in Spanish. He said, yo, I know you be here all the time. My people call me. You know what I'm saying? My people call me. If I wanted something to happen, it would have been happened, but I don't have no problems with you. But you see, on the internet, it's always something different. How people
it's
run
something
their
different
mouth.
with you too. You run your mouth too.
But when I run my mouth, I'm ready for whatever.
So
whatever's supposed to be.
Let me ask
Manuel's guy pulled out a gun right there and said, "What?
Let me ask you something.
I'm dead.
You did some bullshit. I'm gonna address this. You did some bullshit when you went to Crenshaw and Slauson, and I gotta address this because I'm for my culture. When I tell you I'm from my culture,
I believe is that where
listen, when I tell you I'm from my culture, I'm a real power rule. But it takes Bloods, power rules, and Crips, right, as a representation of my culture where I come from. All of us made each other who we was. Through beef, wars, stories, whatever, right? You telling me?
I'm not gonna play the whole thing. After you think it's talk for like 3 hours, I forgot how long this thing was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Wack100 Tekashi 6ix9ine podcast, well, on DJ Academics podcast, off the record, Spotify exclusive, by the way. That's another thing we gotta get into real quick after we cover this. Because I see another beef coming the way I saw how we saw Remy and Nikki.
Yeah.
I see one coming. It's gonna be real bad for somebody if it does go this way, right? So of course this episode has been promoted heavily, like the last week or so. Then they recorded it last week, and people just like, wow, like why is Wack talking to the snitch? Like it was real, like the dichotomy there, which is already like too much, right? And these are probably the two most, what would you, in terms of internet, I don't want to say trolling, but like just internet headlines. Well, one's a troll. I think Wack believes what he be saying, but he just be saying stuff that just kind of is so out there compared to what most people think that it just like becomes instant headlines. It appears to be trolling. But I actually believe Wack kind of, to a degree, at least believes what he says.
Yeah.
So this first of all, what are your feelings on this pot? Like the fact that a Pyru is talking to an informant, like a known informant.
I mean, I don't feel no type of way about it. Because I understand why he did it, and I understand his reasoning for doing it. If he says he don't feel 6ix9ine as a gangster, he feels 6ix9ine as a civilian, then he not really a rat. In Wack's mind, he not a rat to him. But now, as for why I see why Wack did it, shit, he did it to set up the fight with Blueface. That's a hustler.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was a hustler. What the fuck? Give a fuck about that shit.
So you see the ulterior motive in that.
Yeah, man, that's a hustler, dog. Get your bag, man. Don't give a fuck about that shit. He ain't motherfucking. He Wack not from New York, dog. Like Wack, that ain't his responsibility to handle 6ix9ine. Niggas, man, I'm gonna tell you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like every day this man is alive, dog. He just shit on niggas. Like this man being alive is just shitting on niggas.
So here's my only issue with. I listened to the whole thing. It was entertaining. I'm not even gonna take that back.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, my problem, and it's just a Tekashi problem in hip hop in general. I do not know. Like, this man is clearly leeching off of somebody else to stay relevant to whatever degree that may be. Right?
Is he though?
Yes. Before this, when was the last time you heard anyone talk about him?
Oh shit, he be on Academics page all the time.
I mean, well, that's because even then there's a leech mentality there. Like he needs other people to talk about him. He has no relevancy by himself.
But he ain't set this up. Wack set this up.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And the way, and then just to segue a little bit, because there's been new developments every day in this. So this turned to an argument because of what they said in the podcast, to a Clubhouse argument with him, Wack, and 21 Savage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that got to Wack eventually just saying, he'll beat up 21. That just spiraled the whole other thing. But in the whole thing, Tekashi is like cheering on, like, yeah, we can set it up. We can go land and no camera set it up. I'm just sitting here like, y'all don't see the play. Like, he's trying to connect himself to Wack now.
Yeah.
And then in that, he also is leeching off 21. Like, he's been doing with Dirk, and Dirk really ain't giving him time of day. He's been trying to get his name hot again through beefing with Dirk, and Dirk ain't playing those games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's doing it.
Right.
So now he's doing it with Wack, and not that he's being confrontational with Wack, but it's allowing him to, just by talking to Wack in this space, it's allowing his name to be out there. And then I'm sure he knew some rapper was going to say something, whether it be Meek or end up being 21. Someone was going to say something, and that was going to allow him to leech off that. Like, it's strategic as hell. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But he's very good at attacking people's emotions to get them to keep him up to whatever. Like, he should not be relevant. He doesn't put music out.
Yeah, but I mean, in that though, in this Tekashi 6ix9ine, Wack100, who's the A side?
It's Tekashi.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, but I mean that comes with so many things though.
You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, and plus, even though he's not a good artist, he is still the artist in the day. Like, the artist is always gonna be bigger than whatever manager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just wild to me how they just keep letting this man just clout chase this way. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I'm not gonna judge it, but I have no idea how academics doesn't see. I've seen him defend it by saying they were real friends, but there's no way this man could be. He manipulated an entire gang. There's no way he has to realize he's manipulating him to him. I don't know what their relationship is, but it's like there's nothing 6ix9ine is doing that can benefit academics.
He just did it. He just did it. Like this shit. This is an academic show.
Yeah, but he doesn't need this.
Talked about shit. It's the most talked about shit in hip hop right now. How do you not need it?
But he don't need. But he could have done something. He could have gotten a similar. He didn't need it. But I'm saying,
what could get like this type of traction?
What could
You see what I'm saying?
He could have had Dirk talking about
Dirk by himself don't do this.
Well, I'm saying, but you know, he could have had Tory Lanez up there.
Tory Lanez by himself don't do this.
If he gets Tory talking, it can do something.
And that's probably the next play.
Probably. I mean, I see that.
That's probably the next play. Like,
well,
but I'm saying if the man is like elite, a parasite is like fucking like a nigga like that's like you got a shark, you know what I'm saying? And them little shits that clean the shark. That's what a parasite is. Yeah, that's a parasite. Like this man's the A side.
I don't feel that way. Like I mean, I see your point, but it feels like he is. I just see him attaching himself to different things,
or different things attached to him because that's he got it late.
And that's true. I don't know. You're right. Maybe it's a chicken and egg. Like maybe everyone's probably at the end of the day, everyone's probably playing off each other at the end of the day. So
yeah, all these niggas leeching, all these niggas. It's a game. Like it's a game. Everybody using everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how that shit is.
Yeah, but speaking of using,
oh wait, did you know 21 Savage is 6 feet tall?
No, I didn't know that.
That shit's crazy. Blew my mind. I thought that nigga was like 5'8" something.
An actual tall rapper. That's amazing.
I didn't know I did. That nigga got poor posture. There's no way how that nigga's 6 feet tall, dog.
But I want to segue in something real quick. But to end up in that subject before we move on to the next thing. The beef I see coming up is a media beef.
Mm-hmm.
No one's talking about it, but Joe Butt is academics. There's something there.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you want to hear my conspiracy theory? Yeah, some of it's not conspiracy theory. Some of it's, I think it's a jab. Some of it's me projecting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First thing was when he was doing his tour, Flagrant 2 and all that, he said he was going to do Joe's pod, right?
Yeah.
If you watch the Flagrant 2 pod, they kind of took some jabs. Well, it took a lot of jabs at Joe, even though Act wasn't really, but he took all the jabs at Rory and Mal, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, academics, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, maybe 4 weeks, I think.
Yep.
And with the pod is now out, and then academics and Joe have nowhere to be seen doing the pod together, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward, I think it was last week, I was listening to Joe's pod, and he was talking about the clips, right? And he said redacted. Like he didn't give it any shine. Like he was letting you know what he was talking about without giving shine to what he was talking about.
Wait, what did he say?
Right. He said redacted was talking to redacted. Like he said redacted. He didn't say anyone's name. Okay. But you knew he was talking about the Wack and 6ix9ine thing, right?
Right.
It was like if you know, you know. But it was kind of like, well, Ack is your man. You should have bigged that up, even though you don't agree with what you're seeing or the people on there. But like the fact you didn't say academic's name, podcast, like he gave it no promotion whatsoever, was a little telling to me, right?
Yeah.
Then I saw a stream. Ack was doing the stream. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was like a clip or something, right? And he was preparing to get ready for the pod. And he was saying it's getting edited and all that stuff now. And he was like, who runs hip hop podcasting? Like he was talking to his chat people, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's interesting because you know who people would theoretically, like, you know who the people are. You're being facetious. You're being funny. Right. You know what I mean? That's like if I'm a rapper if I'm a rapper in Atlanta and I go on Birthday Bash, the biggest stage in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
And I say, yo, who runs the city? I know Baby runs the city. I know it's Baby. But like I'm trying to see what, you know what I mean? Like I'm gauging a reaction. I'm acting like no one's better than me, but I know who's better than me. I know who's out there. I'm acting
who the king of the South? Who the king of the South? And when my name was mentioned, he would drop his little record game over.
So essentially, yeah, it's exactly the Ti Lil Flip scenario, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So Ack is like, I'm coming to take the number. I'm everybody. It was like a Joe, I'm coming for your spot, but he didn't say Joe's name, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like that was a little weird. And then I found it a little also weird that he was supposed to drop on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Granted, he said it was something out of his control, but then the pod released on Wednesday. What the pod releases on Wednesday?
The button pod.
And then it's a Spotify exclusive, which I'm sure at some point Joe and Academics talked about Spotify. And for whatever reason, Academics either took the information and chose not to listen to it because he thinks Joe's information is terrible, or he used it to get a bigger. I don't know what he did, but it's a lot of little things like that that line to me. Like, I think there might be a problem there. And if there is, Joe Budden, do not respond for the sake of your pod. I've seen the views. You on your dude, boy, you do not want.
That nigga don't want war right now. Or does he? See what I'm saying?
Nah, see the fans, like the fans that are left, aren't they can't mess with the chat niggas. I'm telling I'm telling you right now, unless I'm like, there's no one in hip hop media that wants some Academics on that level. There's nobody.
Nah, but a beef with like that brings you back up. You need him bumping your numbers anyway.
No.
Because this shit's on the last legs.
Well, I'm gonna back. Yes, you're right. But Joe got too many. He got too many skeletons. Too many skeletons.
Well, yeah, like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You on your last legs, might as well go out swinging. You know
it's too many skeletons.
Don't ball up. Go at that nigga. Fuck him.
And Joe got type of X's that Academics can get on his pod. Like Tahiri would get on Academics' pod and talk crazy about Joe.
I don't think Ack would do that though.
Man, listen, you saw him at AM22 had that little spat.
Well, yeah, that's different. He don't really respect AM22 like that.
Call that nigga a porn. You're a porn star. I seen your wife. He getting gangbanged. he just that's a different kind of guy, bro. He has his energy different.
Nah, but the truth can never be taken as disrespect.
I guess so.
That's what Wax say. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, last topic in the world of hip hop that I got, DaBaby.
DaBaby.
Is DaBaby canceled?
That nigga DaBaby.
Is it Baby Gate? What's going on with DaBaby? He's been removed from festivals, like every festival out there, right?
Yeah.
The LGBT community has come out and disavow his comments. I can't even get into. All right, so this has been kind of a long story, so I'm not gonna get into. Did he say anything incorrectly? I think everyone knows what happened there. Like, he did a really bad job of trying to hype the crowd up and said some stuff that came off. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it was homophobic. He got very specific about the sucking dick in the car thing. Like,
he said, if you're not sucking no dick in a parking lot.
Actually, I take this back. I think his DJ got him in trouble because after he said those comments, set it off. Yeah, DJ said, "Y'all know y'all suspect." Like, that put the whole, like, if it was like innuendo, that put the like, oh, that's what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put the sauce on it. I was like, the DJ kind of got him in trouble to me. I think he would have been okay had DJ not said that suspect comment, right?
Yeah.
But this happened, and I think DaBaby's. I mean, I was shocked how many people follow line in taking him off their festival.
Yeah.
Which then here's what I got the problem with it. I don't like piling on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who did it first? I forget. Was it Lollapalooza? No, it was a lot. Was it Rolling Loud? He performed that.
He performed it Rolling Loud, and it was like some other bullshit.
So they like Lollapalooza took him off because they was like the next week or something like that. And then subsequently, everyone that's been removing him from the flyer and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I find it like, I'm not gonna get into the whole like debate about why is DaBaby's comments not okay, but everybody else on this lineup who does XYZ yada yada that's a whole nother thing that could be a whole pod in itself. That's a whole pod in itself, essentially. Yeah. But I do think there is something to the merit of when people react too strongly. Like there was a line big situation, right?
Mhm.
And I think we've now crossed the line of like, all right, now we're doing too much. Like I don't know why Madonna's coming out of her mouth talking about DaBaby. She's never talked about this man a day in her life.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
and Madonna, like, she always come out the wrong times too. She only talk of nothing black after that whole. She had her black kids singing them fucking hymns after George Floyd got murdered. He was dancing. That's what it was. He had him dancing.
Was he wrong though?
What do you mean?
Was the comments wrong though?
Well, I mean, that the comments to me are irrelevant at this point. The point is,
that makes sense. Because if he was wrong, and then you had a chance to apologize, and he doubled down on it twice. So in that case, you deserve everything that you get. If you believe everything he was wrong. Yeah, if I say fuck you niggas, and they be like, yo, hey man, that was wrong. You shouldn't say that. And I say, you know what? Fuck you niggas again. What? And what? And stick your chest out on it. Like, you deserve everything you get.
Okay, I can see that angle.
Well, if you believe he was wrong. But so now the question is, do you believe he was wrong?
Yeah, I believe he was wrong, but I don't know if it should get, because here's the thing, I don't know how true this is, because this is something I'm just spitting off of something I just glanced over. I'm hearing he's getting records taken off the radio. Like I'm hearing it's getting to a point of like blackballing. Yeah, and I think that's a little ridiculous.
I mean, you should have did what the fuck you did. You should have did what the fuck you did, dog.
Now, did he handle it the right way? Absolutely not.
You ain't think you was wrong then. So now that's what happens in life. When you do some shit that you're not supposed to do, and then you double down on it, you get shit taken away. That's how life works.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And if you built like that, then you gotta stand on it. Then fuck it. You built like that. Fuck it. It is what it is, nigga. I start my own show. I go back to doing my clubs. Fuck it, nigga. If you believe in your heart that you're not wrong, fuck it.
So is there a point that you think that there could be is there anything that the music industry can do to DaBaby at this point that you'd be like, that you wouldn't be like, all right, that's OD?
Nah.
Like if he's like being shadow banned like Apple Music and all that, Spotify and whatnot, would that be like, all right, y'all kind of crossing it?
Nah. It is what it is.
That's
dog.
Stand
on your shit, baby. Fuck them niggas.
I would feel that way if he just really came out and just was on some like y'all a bunch of F's and y'all like homo. If he was on like that thing,
that's basically what he said.
I don't think he really feel that way. I don't think. I mean, of course he could absolutely feel that way.
Yeah.
But I will say he handled like an idiot. Like he should just apologize and get the moving.
Yeah, I mean the man didn't apologize now, so I don't think it should go like. If nigga just like if they keep going on and on with this shit, like the man already apologized, I don't think it should be like that serious. You know what I'm saying? I think niggas should like let up off him. But when you do some shit like that and then you do this shit and then you don't niggas tell you like, yo man, that was kind of fucked up, bro, and then you stand on that shit and you do whatever come with it, man.
Yeah, God, just to me, it's like at a certain point you have to just really. Just let it go, I think. Like, because at a certain point, the fans will turn on you. Like, the backlash will flip on the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all publicity is good publicity, though. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know what point that is, but at some point it'll happen.
Remember when they canceled they canceled Rose? He said Papa Molly her champagne. You ain't even know it.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. Lyrics are way.
No, you don't remember they tried to cancel that nigga before Me Too?
They did.
But, and remember when we would go to the club and the DJ would cut that shit and all the girls would be like, Papa buy his champagne. She ain't even know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's for life, man.
But see, lyrics, because Rich Homie Quan, I mean, this isn't really the same because he was also on the decline at the same time. But lyrics like that are easier because you can just take the lyric out. You can apologize, lyric taken out, no one knows.
And people gonna love that lyric too.
Yeah, like what DaBaby did kind of like lives in infamy a little bit because like it was a crowd. Like when you're live like that, it's a different. Like you're giving your real thoughts. Like you can get away like, oh yeah, the bar just it just flowed this way. You know what I mean? Like you can get away with creative, creative. I can't say the word. It's creativity, right? You can get away with creative licensing. There we go. Even though it can be some BS, but like you can get it off like, oh, this is just what I was thinking because blah 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 blah. When you're just out there on stage, live microphone, you're just talking. We attributed that to being you. Like when Kramer was trying to roast that heckler and he just started calling him nigger. Like if he had done a joke with nigger in it, I think it's a totally different situation.
I mean, I think
you know what I mean?
just,
but when
I feel you.
He just got angry and started saying it. It's like, oh, so you're just racist. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're racist.
But either way.
We should just be like, what's so wrong about, let's just all be nicer to each other. Like, what is so bad about everybody? Like, oh, PC culture, you can't say this, you can't say that. What's so wrong about just being respectful to everybody? What's so wrong with that? I
thought you said something totally different.
Nah, we just can't be like, this shit is wrong, dog. You shouldn't be saying shit like, oh, man, all these niggas down low and blase squaze. You shouldn't be saying shit like that, man, because this gay niggas in the crowd and they feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, look, why we can't just not hurt each other's feelings and say mean things to each other?
Well, the problem is that as long as there's a difference or there's a other, there will be a difference in.
And niggas be like, and niggas' favorite skateboard is, oh, it's in this time and it was the time. Like, no, it don't matter what time it is. Right is right and wrong is fucking wrong. It's that simple, dog. Because I know I had to check myself because I was like, man, them niggas tripping. But then I know when I was in the Jamaican party and then the nigga got on there and said, all the Americans come out, I felt some type of way. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta understand how that feels. It's not right.
All right, man. Well, shout out to you, man. We'll end it there because I don't think I can say anything better than that. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. You ready to get some entertainment news?
Let's do it.
All right. So I got two things on the docket, right? We have the Suicide Squad review. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a choice. And I have some bombshell Spider-Man news. Like I can probably tell you what the movie's about to be like. So which one you want to get into first?
Suicide Squad.
All right. Suicide Squad. I was so sure that carrot was going to get you when I told you about the Spider-Man like leak.
Yeah, I save the better stuff for the end. You know what I'm saying? Save the dessert for the end.
Okay. So Suicide Squad came out on HBO Max, right?
Yeah.
Well, in theaters too, not just HBO Max, but it was in theaters. I was very surprised though.
Can we do a spoilers?
Yeah, because it's streaming, I'm okay with spoilers.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
So,
nut ass niggas.
Yo, what's going on, B? Yeah,
man.
So I was surprised. I don't think HBO has done this before until yesterday, but you know how you go to the movies because of the Colorado shooting, the Aurora shooting with the Dark Knight Rises, that like they try to avoid that midnight release thing where people can pick up pretty much prey on people. No, they start releasing movies Thursday. Yeah, so before that, movies released Friday night, well, midnight Thursday, well, midnight Friday, right? And that was the first showing you could see. After that, movies started doing it like Thursday, I think starting at like 7. Like there'd be just different showings from 7 through on whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's how, because Fridays became that way. Really, I don't know when I found out about that, but that just started allowing me to have my Fridays to myself because Fridays and the movies became too hectic. I was like, if I can see the movie my seat Thursday because either people just don't know about it or Thursday just aren't the day to go out. I was like, I'm doing that. So I started seeing all the big movies on Thursday nights, right? So HBO Max allowed you to stream Suicide Squad 7 p.m. Thursday, I guess, to coincide with, technically it's not saying they release if the movie theaters are playing it now and you can't see it till Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what the reasoning is for. I mean, I'm not going to fight it, but point being, I was surprised it was out yesterday at 7 because I was planning on not being able to review this movie. Saying all things said, watched it. It's 2 hours, 12 minutes. Yeah. Rated R. It's a hard R too. Mm-hmm. You got John Cena as Peacemaker, Idris Elba as Bloodsport, Sylvester Stallone voicing King Shark, Rick Flag. I think what's his name? something Finneman or whatever come back as Rick Flag. Jai Courtney's came back as Boomerang.
Did he die in the first one?
Who?
Jai Courtney.
No. Oh. I don't think so. I don't remember him dying. I remember him living.
Whatever.
Excuse me. Now I'm gonna name characters. I remember who the actors are behind them. But Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn, of course. Yeah, Ratcatcher 2, Polka Dot Man, the Weasel, TDK, the Detachable King, Mongal, Blackguard played by Pete Davidson. Am I missing anybody? I think that was everyone, right?
Yes, everybody that matters.
Yeah, essentially. So James Gunn, backstory: James Gunn was fired by Marvel after some 10-year-old tweets came out. Yeah. A little weird. I mean, I will say I wasn't necessarily offended, but I will say they were a little weird. I was like, that's a little off-putting. But if you ever seen his movies like Slither and stuff, you kind of get his mind's a little fucked up. So I mean, whether he really thinks these things or that's just how he finds things to be funny is for your debate, right? So in the midst of that, got fired from Marvel. Basically became a bidding war. And was like, well, Marvel doesn't want you. We seem to do with Guardians of the Galaxy. You took some 5 to 6 unknown characters and made them box office attractions. Do it with us. So Warner Brothers scoops in, says, what do you want to do? They basically gave him free reign. He could do a Superman movie he wanted to. I think the only thing he probably couldn't do, like, what was doing good back then?
Couldn't do
this
Batman.
Is like, huh?
Not Batman. Everything else free game.
Batman was probably off limits. Wonder Woman probably was because Wonder Woman was hot at that time. Now he may be able to because Wonder Woman 2 sucked, but the first one was like, all right, Pat Jenkins is doing the sequel. Like we got that established, right?
Yeah, he probably couldn't do Wonder Woman.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman, Batman were probably off limits. So pretty much anything else he probably could have done, right?
Yep.
He said, I want to do the Suicide Squad.
Makes sense.
So we get a soft. Well, it's not a sequel because you don't need to see the first one at all to get this. Like, you don't need to see the first one at all. There's no connective tissue other than there's some returning characters, but there's no story elements that carry over.
Nope.
I can't say it's because I can't even say it's a sequel.
I mean, it's a sequel.
It's I can't say it's a reboot. I can't say it's a sequel.
Yeah, because it's like Blade 2. You ain't need to see Blade 1 to see Blade 2. You see what I'm saying?
I don't remember Blade 2 and Blade 1 strong enough to say that, but that sounds right because I can't remember any particular detail that you had to.
Or Blade 3. They got whole new fucking people with them.
Well, no, didn't Whistler die in Blade 2? Didn't that come up in Blade 3?
Yeah, no, he died in Blade 1.
He did?
Yeah, he died in Blade 1, and then he came back in Blade 3. Or Blade 2. Did he come back in Blade 2? No, fuck it.
Oh, let's not talk good. We might be fucking this whole they might make a lot of sense together, so we might be totally wrong. So let's leave Blade alone.
They might be having Easter eggs and shit and callbacks. I don't even know.
We don't even know.
All connected, dog. It might be The Wire, like it's a character going throughout the whole shit, just evolving.
But point being is Suicide Squad and Suicide Squad have no connection whatsoever other than a few characters being brought back. The tone is drastically different. Oh yeah, Viola Davis is Amanda Waller. Forgot that. Yeah. The tone is drastically different. Like I said, this is rated R. It's gory. It's violent. It's good. I say all to say, like, I really enjoyed this version of the Suicide Squad.
Yes, it was fire.
I didn't know what I was gonna. I felt like I was gonna like it, but you never. Sometimes you just have a feeling that you might like something, but then it's like you're a little disappointed, underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way. This was probably this is probably right exactly what I expected. Like, it wasn't any better than I thought. It wasn't any worse than I thought.
It was better than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be like some bullshit.
Oh no, see, I had a solid like out of 5 stars, I gave like I'm cheating a little bit. Whatever's between 3 and 3.5, like 3.25 is what I would give it. So that's what I expected, like something like that. I didn't expect like a Dark Knight masterpiece or anything like that, but I also didn't expect it to be like Catwoman with Halle Berry. So it was right where I expected. I thought everyone was well done. I will say a miss. Well, I guess I see why they didn't do it, because it would have made the first Suicide Squad kind of canon. I felt like there was a missed joke opportunity with Idris Elba's character.
Oh yeah, because
They
you basically Deadshot. That's crazy.
In every way, black dude, daughter.
Yeah, like why
Perfect
Will
Amy.
Smith just? You think it'd have been better or worse or about the same if Will Smith did it?
Oh, if Will Smith was Bloodsport, or if they just had Deadshot in that spot?
Yeah, just bring Will Smith back. That's what y'all want anyway.
No, because Will Smith doesn't pull off that gritty. What Idris Elba's character was a little gritty.
Yeah.
Will Smith don't bring that. Like, Will Smith is too charismatic for me.
But that's what I'm saying. If it was Will Smith, it wouldn't be gritty though.
Yeah, but I think that's what makes it work.
I like Will Smith. Will Smith be picking bad fucking movies, dog. Like, you do the trash one, but you don't want to do the good one.
Yeah, like I like Will Smith. I like Will Smith too, but I'm saying like he doesn't fit this. This movie to me doesn't work with him. Not at least his version of Deadshot. But yeah, I liked it. They made excuse me. They made a Ratcatcher and Polka Dot Man like actual things. Like you cared about Polka Dot Man. He actually was a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my son went out with a bang, shot at him.
So every character was well written, and this is the most I've ever enjoyed Harley Quinn. Out of everything she's been Harley Quinn 3 times now, in the first Suicide Squad, and then in her own standalone movie.
And this one, this is probably the most I liked it.
Like, I mean, like almost hands down. Like, I almost was on board with like if she would have bad performance in this, I was gonna say y'all might want to kill the character. Yeah. I was getting to that point. Like, she ain't really hitting it for me.
You know what's sad about that shit, dog? Like, listen, man, let me tell you something. We owe Scarlett Johansson an apology, dog. Like, she's still the baddest white woman on the planet, dog. I was thinking it was Margot Robbie. After seeing this and after seeing Black Widow, dog, ScarJo still got it, man. Like, I don't know if she's falling off or what's going on, but ScarJo took the title back, man.
I mean, you're also looking at Margot Robbie in like pasty paint. Like, she's not supposed to be attractive.
Nah, she was hot in that fucking in the first one.
Well, the first one was a little more.
She was hot. I was like, boy, this white. Hey, listen, I was about to get busy, dog. A couple times. Not about to get busy a couple times, dog.
You gotta relax.
Every time that shit come on, I watch it. What you talking about?
What'd you think about?
Hey, it's over with for you.
What would you think about the plot in the movie? The whole government. What was you think about the villain? Let's get into the villain, Starro. What was you think about them using Starro as a villain?
That was good.
The giant starfish.
Yeah, that was good. That was like creative. You know, it fit like what the movie was. Like, Suicide Squad is supposed to be kind of crazy, supposed to be kind of silly, blah blah blah. Like, it worked. Giant starfish, fuck it, why not?
I feel my thing was like,
it's more comic booky. Like, Suicide Squad is probably like the most comic book movie out of all the comic book movies.
With the exception of like, I guess maybe Watchmen, because that's like almost a direct adaptation.
Yeah, but Watchmen is like more like serious. You know, like it's more like graphic novel. You know what I'm saying? Not really like.
That's your point.
Yeah.
Like Peacemaker looks ridiculous, and like they did not shy away from the costume at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's pretty much accurate. I was a fan of everybody. Like, just not one character I could say was written poorly, which I think is a testament to James Gunn. Like, it's hard to write
John Cena.
Like, it's hard to write one character well. The fact that he wrote pretty much everyone essentially pretty well. I mean, granted, they all have somewhat of, easy thing. I mean, they're easy ways to, like, Ratcatcher's origin story is kind of sad. Like, King Shark's was just a layup. Like, he's a shark with no friends, like, because he's a fucking shark. Yeah. So I mean, like, it's even Peacemaker, like, you get their motivations.
I like John Cena. John Cena's killing shit.
He's not bad.
He's a good fucking actor. Who knew?
I guess there's something to that, like, I won't say wrestler stuff, because those Hulk Hogan movies were terrible. Like, what was the one he was a nanny? Like, those weren't good.
And Stone Cold sucked too.
Yeah, I guess when you're like I don't know what to say. But they were like they had a tough image though. Like The Rock.
Batista? I didn't even know this motherfucker could talk.
There's something to it. It's still a little hit and miss, obviously. Oh, speaking of Blade, because Triple H was in Blade 3. I don't remember him talking.
Yeah, because Triple H don't got no fucking personality, man.
So I guess it's hit and miss. But there is something. I think there's something to that well though of like a wrestler actor thing. There's something there. There is something to that theory.
Boy, it's pretty good.
So what you? Well, I gave it 3.2.5. So what do you give it?
I give it about 3.5. Yeah, that's about good. I give it an 8. It's a B.
Okay,
B plus.
Okay.
I even go B plus. Fuck it. Cool.
Did you watch the post credit scene?
Yeah. My son John Cena back, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a HBO Max series. I was concerned because like I felt like he was gonna die in the movie.
They giving this motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I actually took you off. You gotta repeat what you said.
They giving this motherfucker a series?
Yeah, HBO Max.
Damn, my son John Cena getting to the bag, dog.
Get into the bag for real.
My son going crazy.
All right, so
and he killed Rick Flag, man. It's fucked up, bro.
He did kill Rick Flag.
Rest in peace to my son Rick Flag. He was actually way better in this one than he was in the first one.
Oh yeah, I think everyone was like Harley, even Captain Boomerang. You know, he died in 5 minutes. I thought he was better than this, and he was the whole movie you started. Mm-hmm. All right, ready again? Some Spider-Man talk.
Yeah, Spiderman.
All right, so I'm gonna be very nice before I spoil this movie.
Uh-huh.
How much do you not want to know?
Fuck it.
Okay. Spoiler alert. Turn it off now if you do not want anything to know about this movie, right?
All right.
And I will say this. If you've been keeping up the movie to a degree as it is, this isn't really spoiling too much.
All right.
Because there's still a lot of stuff that we don't quite know about.
Yeah.
So, Spider-Man No Way Home. Essentially, there's a plot leak from some reliable sources, right?
Mm-hmm.
The movie takes place right after Mysterio reveals his identity to the world.
I like that.
And with that comes him going through living out his days, as a known figure.
All right.
And time goes on, I think up until Halloween, they say. And I guess a costume inspires him to think about Doctor Strange. And this lends to Spider-Man going to Doctor Strange to like try to get people to wipe their memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, before that, apparently he's taken the custody, by the leader because they think Mysterio. And he's like handcuffed. It's like the handcuff thing where like he used to get out of the situation, but like to show I'm not a threat, I'm gonna let you do it, like Superman and the Man of Steel.
Yeah.
So apparently that happens, and he gets a lawyer by the name of Matt Murdock. So if this is to believe, we are getting Daredevil in this movie as his lawyer. And they pretty quickly are able to get Spider-Man off the hook for the whole murder Mysterio. Basically fake news. So that thread kind of gets resolved pretty early on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with his identity still being out there, he's like, all right, I still don't want to be the world know who I am. So like apparently they show a lot of stuff of him and MJ kind of like dealing with it and how it's kind of taking a toll on him and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So this leads to him going to see Doctor Strange and wiping out everyone's mind by going back in time or doing some type of magic stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this leads to Wong in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Apparently it's real rundown. It's like snowy, it snows in there and all this stuff. Like it's just real messed up. And the explanation is because they got snapped away, 5 years has passed, and there's a giant hole in the thing from the Hulk falling through that no one ever was able to fix it because no one was there. So when it gets, that's supposed to be in movie, well, in universe explanation for why it's so run down when he gets there, which actually makes a lot of sense, right? Mm-hmm. So apparently Wong's telling him, no, you can't do that. Yada yada. He's warning him of all the dangers and all this stuff. X, Y, blah 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 blah. And Wong's packing up his bags to go somewhere, which we assume based on trailers, and I think even they say it will be him fighting in the Shang-Chi movie, where we saw him fighting Abomination. So it looks like that's gonna be his like little Easter egg there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Doctor Strange kind of gives a wink that he won't help Peter, but he does. And then this leads to him doing whatever magical stuff he does to kind of go back in time to, erase everyone's memory from knowing who Spider-Man is, but everyone but MJ, because he mentioned that's too much problems. Like MJ, I think MJ and Ned, like the people who knew he was Spider-Man before the Mysterio thing happened can know, but from that moment on, he tries to wipe everyone's memory.
Mm-hmm.
So this leads to basically the multiverse exploding and all this stuff, and all of the Sinister Six villains. Like apparently Green Goblin is in the movie. Apparently, I mean we knew Dr. Ock and Electro were, but apparently Lizard's in the movie. Rhino, Green Goblin. Who's the other person? Might be Sandman.
Yeah, probably Sandman.
Or the Lizard. No, I think it's the Lizard. Lizard, Green Goblin, Rhino, Electro, Doc Ock. Now there's somebody else. But point being, Sinister Six is there. And it's from the Raimi and Andrew Garfield universes, right?
Right.
So they get pulled in there and they're like, well, we can't go back because the Spider-Man on our world killed us. So if we go back, then we blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And apparently that's the title. No Way Home is for the villains. The villains have no way home. Not Spider-Man. It's the villains have no way home.
Hmm.
So that's the whole thing. And then apparently the movie proceeds with them rounding up all the supervillains except for like Norman Osborn. So I think this is how they get their Green Goblin, which would be if they bring William Dafoe back, that'd be ill as the Green Goblin. They don't confirm if Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire in the movie though. That is still not. It feels like it's confirmed, but they're gonna make that the last thing we know. Like you're gonna have to find out. You're gonna have to really watch the movie to find that out for sure.
I like the Sinister Six. I hate how they got there. Like, oh, I don't want anybody to know who I am anymore. All right, let's just go fuck the whole timeline up. Like, man, come on. The fuck type of shit is that? What that got to do with Loki and Kang and all that shit? See, man, that's why I be getting mad, bro. This shit be making me mad sometimes.
Well,
but I like the Sinister Six.
I do too. I mean, I just wish they didn't.
Been waiting on it for damn near 20 years, but whatever.
Yeah,
take what I can get. Fuck it.
We'll see. I mean, but if that's the belief, that's pretty much how the story goes, essentially.
That's some silly ass shit.
Oh yeah, I think, and then apparently Aunt May dies.
I don't care about that. Whatever. Fuck it. Let her die.
But I mean, I will say this caveat: they apparently filmed multiple deaths, but that's what they're leaning towards. So we could get about this motherfucker. They might be leaning towards Aunt May.
No. Ain't Aunt May sexy this time? Aunt May sexy now.
Oh yeah, Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, keep Aunt May alive. Yeah, keep her alive, dog. Kill off one of them other motherfuckers.
We'll see.
I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. I'm old now, dog. I'm like Tony Stark. Fuck Zendaya. Nah, fuck Zendaya, man. I'm trying to tell myself with Aunt May. Old as shit now, dog.
Actually, they actually in real life, Robert Downey Jr. and her actually dated.
Yeah, because Robert Downey Jr. a fucking player, man. Fucking player, dog.
I feel it.
His short ass, man. Fucking 5 feet, mama. You lucky you acting, dog.
Now, do you want a little Flash spoilery talk?
Yeah, let's go with the Flash. As long as it ain't the TV show, because that shit sucks.
No, the movie. No, the show is garbage now. I haven't watched the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Shout out to Iris, still looking big, still looking good.
Yeah, shout out to you.
So the movie apparently has Ben Affleck Batman like in it, like he is gonna be fighting. I thought he was just gonna be dressed as Bruce Wayne doing a little cameo thing. So apparently we do get some Ben Affleck fighting in this movie.
Yeah,
there is apparently in like another Flash, like almost a lookalike to Ezra Miller. So somehow there's gonna be another Flash. Like this is not, I thought I kind of had a general concept of this movie, but now I'm thinking they might be going really out. They might really be taking it somewhere different.
Yeah, I like that. That's
like,
why.
But the thing that surprised me that it's not confirmed, but a very reliable person. So someone was talking about a leak of the movie saying Superman is in the movie, right? And everyone said no, he's not, because for whatever reason DC and Henry Cavill have been beefing, right? So Buddy pulled their coattail and he sent a little picture like behind the set, like, oh shit, like, okay, you really are there. Like, he sent a set picture, right? And he confirmed Henry Cavill Superman is in the movie. The reason why I believe this is because there was some art that was leaked, like, I guess principal photography, maybe. It was sketches, I should say. And in the sketches, you see Flash and Batman in the Batmobile, like Michael Keaton's Batmobile. And there's a third person. There's a third person. Like someone put a spoiler tag, like they covered the person up. There's a third person in the Batmobile, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't say it. Does, but they don't let you know who it is. And there's another scene of someone, because people thought, oh, it's just probably Robin. They're gonna surprise you with Robin. But there's also a third, which it could still be true. But there's another picture where spoiler tag again. But whoever this person is seems to have some type of levitating ability or something. So it's very possible Superman
they just basically doing another Justice League movie.
That, or this is their swan song, and they've got Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill to agree to this movie to pretty much write them off.
So this is like the third part of Snyder Cut. I love it.
In a way, not the Snyder Cut, but it might be their way of rebooting the DCU, but keeping people they want to keep.
I like it. Shout out to you, DC. Good for you.
So yeah, there you go. All right, let's talk some sports, and then we can wrap this up.
Oh.
All right, so, well, let's see. Where you want to start? This isn't really sports, but I want to talk about it real quick.
What's up?
So, PJ Washington.
Yep.
Are you aware of the PJ Washington?
Yeah, the defensive nigga with the nice shoes.
Are you aware of his baby mama?
No. Wait, that's PJ Tucker I'm talking about. Who the fuck is PJ Washington?
Do you see the screen currently?
Yeah.
So, do you know who Brittany Renner is?
Yeah.
Bundle of Brittany.
Uh-huh.
That's his baby mama.
Damn, fucked up. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Are you aware he did?
No, he did, because they broke up already.
Oh, okay.
The baby came out, I think, 2 months ago, and they have broken up.
Damn, that sucks.
So this has led to a lot of people. This is wild. I've never seen. I'm not going to shame Shari too much because I don't know situation. Obviously, I don't know. But if the way people have been mapping out what happened is true, this is the ultimate thought playbook, right?
Yeah.
So they are saying there's a picture of her in PJ Washington.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture of her at a Kentucky game.
Yeah.
No context other than she was at the University of Kentucky watching a basketball game.
Right.
PJ Washington's what, 20 now? He's a young guy.
Yeah.
The internet believes she groomed this man for this moment.
Yeah.
So he might have shot his shot. I don't know who shot first. But yeah. Brittany Renner is 29, almost 30.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been following her career,
yeah,
she's been trying different things. She's tried acting. She wrote a book. Like, there's been different little things she's been trying to get into. She's been trying to flip, and salute to her, trying to flip her Instagram fame into something tangible, like a career.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And nothing's quite stuck. There was the little Tiana Trump storm. People thought she might do porn. That never happened, unfortunately. But it seems like she finally got her bag was by getting pregnant by an NBA player. And people are clowning PJ because there's like these little, it's like Lex Luthor level evil
manipulation. Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
evil. But I mean, females are like that though.
No. But here's the thing. So beyond the fact that people say she may have been grooming him at Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Last Halloween, people found the tweet of her dressed as, I guess she was supposed to be Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
And her caption was, "I found my Richard Gere." And PJ Washington was just, I guess supposed to be Richard Gere. Are you familiar with what Pretty Woman is about?
Yeah. A hoe, she meets this old nigga, he saved her life, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of my, yeah.
So people are like, this is a little crazy. This is a little meta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then another clip came out. Well, I'm sorry, that was a photograph. A clip came out. Brittany Renner talking about all the people she slept, like famous people she slept with. No, I'm sorry, just her body count. Then she broke it up by famous people, regular people, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
In the clip, she says, if you want to come up, you should get an athlete. They're dumb as hell and they never wear condoms.
Yeah.
So people are putting all this together like, yo, fam, this is sick. Right there. If he broke up so quickly, people are like, this is crazy. So I guess to say that if it's true, or we can believe that she planted Buddy's the seeds to do this, is she wrong?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Like,
it's
is that evil?
It's evil. It's manipulative. It's fucked up. But I mean, nobody cares because she a chick. So that's the game, you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways, man. That's the game. Double standards exist. That's what it is.
Now, let me take you a question real quick.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
why.
Her and
that's
Tiana
the
Trump
reason why niggas get to cheat. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason right there.
So her
that's
and Tiana Trump,
why a nigga can cheat, and then the chick normally has to stay. And then if a chick cheats, it's so much worse. That's the reason right there, because a chick can trap a nigga and fuck his whole life up, and she's not vilified. Like if a nigga did that to a woman, dog. Like if a nigga was at the motherfucking the U.S. Open or whatever. If a nigga did that to whoever the little like famous tennis girl is. If a nigga did that to her, they'd lock his ass up, dog. They would throw him in fucking jail. If I was just sitting at this bitch tennis games, like
Well, he probably wouldn't get. But the thing is, the way the system works, though, he wouldn't get financial support, though. Like, so it wouldn't really work the same.
He would, because she gotta support that nigga, because she would get the kid though.
Yeah, see, it's a little different.
But no, he gotta marry her and then get a divorce and get alimony. That's the only difference.
But see, okay, so my last point to make was her best friend is Tiana Trump, right?
Yeah.
We know what she does. We know how nasty she is.
Yeah.
You think she would fuck him?
Yeah.
That's what. To me, that's the plot twist left in this movie. If he smashes Tiana Trump, oh god, if he got her pregnant,
bro, these hoes don't care, man. Like it's no love in this shit no more, dog. Like niggas say the dope game fucked. Niggas say the dope game fucked up, dog. The dating game is fucked up, dog. It's no love in this shit, dog. It's no love, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I've never. I'm so glad not to deal with any of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry for y'all niggas.
I just see this kid. The fact that I would like Kevin Samuels is I cannot speak. The fact that Kevin Samuels is a thing lets me know y'all is lost out here. I'll not let no gay nigga just tell me about how to get a woman. Y'all niggas out here tripping.
This game dirty now, man. It's so dirty now, bro. Like,
think about that. Y'all got this gay ass nigga telling y'all how to get women. That is crazy.
It's fucked up out here in these streets, man. But say,
then you got
I don't
JT.
even think the girls fucking talking to that nigga more than the niggas is.
Yeah, but the niggas is listening to him though.
No, yeah, that's true.
And then you got JT. No, was it JT in Miami? Then you got them talking about sweet. Well, it's all of them, Sweetie, City Girls, all that, Megan, all of them. Like if he don't buy you a Birkin and yada yada. Like, listen, I don't know you. Why are you thinking about to pay your rent?
But see, that's cap as fuck. Cause like bitches to say that shit and then they be fucking a nigga with no bread. That's cap as fuck. Like you could like a bitch will say some shit like blah blah blah. Like come on, shorty. Like your baby daddy don't even got a job. What are you talking about?
Fair. But
shut up.
The fact that like it's open for people to say that, and like some women are they're small percentage, of course, but the fact that like it's an accepted thing, it's almost like how remember the side girl kind of became accepted.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like there's some world where we accept that I can't talk to this woman if I'm not paying her rent, or if I'm not paying her rent, that we don't.
But everybody, that's not acceptable because we all know that's cap, though. And we all know that's cap. It's one nigga that's paying her rent. It's like you were seeing Casino. You remember the chick that fucking Robert Downey Jr. tried to save, and he was paying all her shit, and she just kept running back to that one nigga that wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Every woman has that one nigga that's not shit.
True. I need to be seeing. I just don't. The fact that Justin LeBoy is a thing that like scares me.
Yeah, but that's just fluff. Man. That shit just talk, man. Nobody believe that shit.
That's
in
true.
real life, nobody believe that shit. Like, oh, buy me a Birkin, buy me this. I be trying to get these bitches money, man. They don't want no money.
They don't want no money.
They don't want no money, dog. They don't want no money, man. They don't want no bread. If bitches wanted bread, dog, I'd be a fucking hot commodity. Bitches don't want no bread, man. Bitches don't want no bread, dog.
That's crazy. You try to give them some money, they still tell you.
Bread. These hoes don't want no bread, dog. I'd be a hot commodity, man. These hoes don't want no bread, dog.
All right. Oh, that's crazy. Also want no bread. Oh,
that shit just I thought it was real too, dog. I thought it was real too, but nah, that shit.
So you try to test the theory? Like,
I tried to test it out. That shit cap, man.
Oh man.
All
right, so
fuck, bro. I posted me and Chin courtside. My DM did not blow up. Shit was not going up. Nobody gave a fuck, dog. It was regular shit. Like, oh shit, that's what's up. Nobody gave a fuck. Hoes don't want no bread.
That's because you posted the girl. I mean, you post yourself. That's
you're not supposed to care, right? That's how they give it up. Like, yeah, we don't care. We like, oh,
yeah, but they don't want to have to get into a fight, possibly.
Yeah, I'll take your man. That shit be cap, man. Bitches don't give a fuck, man. Bitches don't give a fuck.
All right.
Hoes don't want to eat, bro.
Right, well, let me do the last topic. I said we're going to do sports. So the Hall of Fame game was last night. Cowboys and Steelers.
Shout out to the Cowboys.
Preseason, but it's football nonetheless. So
yeah.
I want you before the season started, though. I wanted to see what sports opinions do you have? Well, not sports. Well, I guess specifically, what NFL opinions do you have coming up this season?
Cowboys will not make the playoffs. Take the under.
So you affirm that the Cowboys will not make the playoffs?
Shit I would die believing, dog. The Cowboys will not make the fucking playoffs.
Okay.
I'll die. Like, that shit don't make no sense. You pay a nigga that ain't do shit when he had them niggas. He ain't make the playoffs then, but now after he break his knee, he magically supposed to make the playoffs. Then you hire fucking Dan Quinn at your defense been trash, and you hire Dan Quinn as your defensive coordinator. Like, what the fuck has this nigga done in 5 years to show you that he good at fucking defense?
Can I add that real quick?
Yeah.
So I was telling, because Cowboy fans are everywhere. So I was talking to my brother-in-law, is a Cowboys fan. So I was telling him what to expect with Dan Quinn, right? He's made a bunch of slogans and yada yada, rah rah bullshit, no X's and O's. Y'all are never gonna learn nothing, but y'all gonna have some slogans, right?
Yeah.
So I told him, hey, you know what Dan Quinn got y'all boys doing now? He was like, what? He want to test their memory, so he played Run DMC song and said, write down as many lyrics as you can remember.
Hey,
teach football. He want to be their friends. He teaching football. That's why we were so sorry.
That's white privilege, man. Because how the fuck does he have a job?
I don't know. He teaching his brotherhood bull, man. Can he blitz the ball or not, bro? I don't want to know about all this other stuff. He trying to be friends. Like, Phil Jackson do that Zen stuff.
Yeah.
You trying to do that in football, but it don't work like that, bro. These niggas gonna be angry. Can't be happy.
Nigga dumb. Man, what the fuck he doing, dog?
What kind of coordinator wants a safety to be happy in the field? You need to be angry.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Cowboys. Anything else? You got That's really Cowboys don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You got any plays you think are gonna just fall off or step up?
Cowboys.
I think Justin Herbert hype is being a little overblown.
I like Herbert though.
I like Herbert too, but people start to put him like, I don't know if you've done any fancy mock drafts or looked at like, I know fancy and real football don't correlate necessarily the same, but you can kind of tell what people think about a player by how they pick him in fantasy, like how they think about them in real life.
Yeah.
And people are going high on Herbert. I'm like, all right, he's good, but how good you think the Chargers gonna really be?
Yeah, I mean, I like Herbert. I think the Chargers gonna make the playoffs.
I don't know, man. That
Chargers got a little squad, dog.
I mean, but you still got to deal with the fact you got the Chiefs.
Ain't they beat the Chiefs last year one time?
I think they got close. I think they came close.
It was the Raiders that beat them. But either way, the Raiders going to be trash. The Broncos going to be trash. You can make the playoffs.
Yeah, but depending if the Broncos do the right thing and start TB, they're a competitive trash. Like they're like that 8-8, well, not 8-8 no more, 8-9, 9-8 range. You know what I mean? Like there'll be a team like, all right, we should win this game, but if we lose this game, it's not shocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the Cardinals was last year.
Yeah, like, you know, like, all right, this is a team that like there's some pieces away. Like if they can put the right pieces behind what they got now, oh yeah, they out of here. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I do think I'm kind of speaking of Cardinals, I'm not MVP, of course, because there's just too many people you gotta beat out. But Kyler Murray might break some records now.
I don't know. I still ain't sold on Kyler Murray. Just to make a break year.
The thing is about Kyler Murray is, well, there's no real run game. They got Chase Edmonds and John Connor in the backfield, right? Not John Connor, James Connor. I said the fucking Terminator. You got James Connor and Chase Edmonds in the backfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gave this man, he got D-Hop, he got Newt, he got AJ Green, who from, I mean, I know it's training camp, so everything's gonna be puff pieces and happy-go-lucky. Who appears to be back to at least, 2 years ago, AJ Green. So he's not gonna, of course, be all pro like he has been. But if AJ Green at 75%, it's a pretty good AJ Green, at least as a complimentary receiver.
Yeah.
They drafted Rondell Moore, who people love. Like he's 5'9", I think, though, so he's a real small guy, but he's one of those like gadget guys you can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Larry Fitzgerald's still there. I don't think he retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like he's got a lot. I mean, and they're gonna play spreads. So, I mean, he has the tools and opportunities to throw for a lot of yards and touchdowns.
Yeah. So if he don't make the playoffs this year, you one of them Matt Ryan type of niggas.
I'm giving him pass. Let me give him a pass though.
Fuck that.
Because he's still that division. That's a hard division.
Okay.
That's a hard division.
The division can be hard, but dog, it's still 8 spots.
7. It's only 7, ain't it?
7?
4?
The 4 division winners, then you got 3 spots left. If you can't win the division, you should at least make the playoffs with all of that. If you're supposed to.
But that's the division where like you might get 3 in that division making the playoffs though. I mean, hopefully they're that 3rd, but
yeah, like you can't be like, come on, my dude. Like I can't give you $100 million. You can't make
the Rams can't make an injury. I don't know. We just gotta see because their defense isn't that good. I mean, they got DJ Watt, but their defense ain't playoff caliber yet. Maybe it can become one now.
Too. But shit, you got to be better than Stafford. That's all that is. But they defense is tough. Yeah, I ain't gonna. Well, all right, Kyler Murray, you might just got a hard route, man. My bad.
And then let's not forget, if Jimmy Garoppolo stays healthy, the 49ers ain't no hoe. Them boys not gone.
Yeah, that's true.
And let's say he is a hoe. They got Trey Lance now. He might be something early.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Kyler Murray, you might be fucked up, man. You might have just been born in the wrong time, my boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like that used to be like that might be. And here's what I'm scared of. And this is how I end the show. So you remember how NFC West was like the worst division in football for a while? Like no one in that division was any good.
Yeah.
The same thing is happening in NFC South.
Yep.
Where the only good team I can say equivalently is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But they're all about to be old, and they're not able to afford all the people. Like this is probably their last year. They'll be staying like this strong, right?
Yep. The
Panthers are in the rebuild. And they look good if they find the quarterback. Sam Darnold is not the long-term solution, I don't think. Right?
Yeah, they trash.
The Saints have enough pieces, but again, quarterback. They gotta find quarterback, and then they're gonna have to eventually, once that cap gets right, they have to eventually get some playmakers again, right?
Yeah. Oh, I like Sean Payton.
Falcons, same thing. When that cap gets right for them, and they can start retooling with, hopefully with the way the GM operates, I got faith in them.
No, we trash. It's over. We ain't gonna make the playoffs for another decade.
You heard the GM told our backup quarterback that got cut?
What?
He gave him a call, and the guy was trying to talk to him and say, "Hey, how's it going?" He trying to be buddy, right? And the GM said, "I'm sorry, this isn't one of the type of calls." Like, he just cut the shit. He cut it straight to the chase. Hey, bro, cut that shit out.
Yeah, that shit cute, but you kept Matt Ryan and he sucks. So fuck you. That's a cute story.
All right, you understand numbers, right? You can't just cut everyone like that.
You'll make it work, man. You a GM, right? Make the shit work.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm believing.
You got Julio out the fucking door. Why you couldn't get this nigga out the door?
Yeah, it's different though. Wide receivers, elite wide receivers are easier to negotiate and move than is a quarterback, because there's only one quarterback. Like, you can tandems. Everyone's gonna want tandem, but like, you can't just like, the quarterback has to be that much better than what you got.
I don't know. I think this nigga dumb as hell. So until they prove me otherwise, I'm gonna keep saying this nigga dumb as hell. Dimitroff was smarter than this dumb motherfucker.
Oh hell no! Yeah, you
fuck you gonna take a damn tight end for number 4? I don't even think that's ever been done in the history of fucking football. I don't think
it hasn't. But
Dimitri, like, what type of silly ass shit?
But you know what Dimitroff was doing though? Are you aware how bad GM Dimitroff was?
Shit, he was cool to me. Got us to a Super Bowl.
No. Do you understand the Falcon? I forgot the numbers, so don't quote me. But it's something along these lines. We were the only team to be somewhere like at the bottom of the cap salary for like X amount of years to not have any of these players stay in the roster.
Yeah.
Like, we kept paying niggas we kept paying people who we ended up cutting.
I mean, but here's a question for you though. Do you think that's the first time that ever happened?
What?
That niggas was under the roster that we never signed them because we kept cutting them. You think that's the first time that ever happened in the history of football?
I mean, not the first time, but if you do it over years and years and years, it's like, come on, bro, what are we doing?
But I'm saying this is the first time this shit happened. You know how long they've been playing football? Over 100 years. It's the first time this shit happened.
I mean, but eventually it's gonna catch up and find caught with us.
Yeah, all right.
In
100 fucking years, niggas took a tight end at number 4. I don't know.
So you don't believe in Kyle Pitts? You don't think?
No, I don't believe in taking no fucking tight end at number 4. Even if he's the greatest fucking tight end in the history of fucking tight ends, that's not gonna get you to the goddamn playoffs.
What if we use a tight end though?
If he's the greatest wide receiver in the history of fucking wide receivers, that's not gonna get you to the playoffs when you got a nigga that's gonna throw him the ball when it's 3rd and 4, a nigga gonna throw the ball in the dirt. How many number 1 wide receivers have won a Super Bowl? We ain't even talk about tight ends. How many number 1 wide receivers have won a Super Bowl? What fucking wide receiver wills his team to the Super Bowl without a Hall of Fame quarterback?
They tried to trade down. Couldn't get anything good.
Oh, fuck, man. You got a fucking this Hall of Fame, the greatest tight end that ever lived, and we still gonna go 8 and 9. What type of silly ass shit is this, man?
Oh, man.
Nigga probably gonna be bad as nigga gonna be bad as Shannon Sharp, man.
All right, man. When you start going into rants, it's definitely in the House of Clout Podcast.
You didn't talk about LeBron.
Oh, the Lakers?
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? The niggas is old.
LeBron getting dementia, dog. Why the fuck would he get Westbrook? Westbrook is fucking trash. Why would you get Westbrook to come on your team?
Look, all right. Let me defend the Westbrook thing real quick. I don't love Westbrook either, but he needs someone that's not Anthony Davis to stay healthy on that team to help him out. Because when AD is gonna go down. And when AD goes down, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be LeBron and the Cavs all over again. Westbrook can stay healthy for the league. I can at least rely on Westbrook to be there.
But he trash.
He gonna play with heart. He gonna get y'all excited.
He gonna dunk on a couple niggas, but that don't change the fact that this man cannot play basketball, dog.
I will say though, that's gonna be a nasty. If them boys gonna on the fast break, a Westbrook LeBron fast break is nasty. That's bad.
But
I mean, LeBron obviously. They all lost a step, of course, but that's still a nasty fast break. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, but they gonna have to play half court though.
I mean,
that shit gonna be hideous. What you gonna do? This nigga can't shoot.
He can't shoot, but Melo can shoot. Kendrick Nunn can shoot.
I like Melo though. Melo being like the white boy 3-point shooter, that's nasty. I like that.
You know, so
like
they
Melo,
did address the shooting problem.
Yeah, you got Melo as like your Joe Harris. That's swag. That's tough.
So you know, I mean, I like the Lakers better than I like the Nets right now.
Yeah, because you know Harden gonna flop in the playoffs.
I have not, but like the Nets ain't got nothing in the inside. They have no not perimeter, but no interior. They never fix a rebound. That's really why the Bucks get. I mean, granted injuries too, but the Bucks went 7 with them because they couldn't get rebounds.
Yeah.
If they had someone neutralize Brook Lopez, they could probably still win that series, injuries and all.
Durant in the weight room, I heard.
We'll see that. Actually, to be fair, if Durant had just took an inch back further, they would have won.
Yeah,
so even with all that, they still could. So that tells you they just need to address that and address that. If they could address that, the boys might be out of here.
That's
but
why
they did.
That's why he had to go to the Warriors. That right there.
I think the Lakers might get Iggy. Iguodala. He might go to Lakers too. So that's still in there.
That's cool. I like that.
So you know. All right, man. So this is episode 26. I'm starving. I'm about to go get some eat.
Yes, sir.
House of Clout. Remember, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your lovers. Tell your best enemies. Check us out on the YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Audio, Apple Podcast, Spotify. We everywhere. We everywhere. You never there.
Facts.
Feel me? And we out.
Deuces.